Hi guys, it is Kate and I am back and I'm really excited to be back and filming. Please forgive the lighting that maybe is not the best. I really don't have a lot of natural place in my new house, which I really like where we're living, but for filming it's just not as conducive. So I decided that instead of just not filming, I would film and make the best of it, and I'll be continuing to experiment with lighting and hopefully things will get totally up to where I would like them to as far as lighting goes. But I'm really excited to talk about my October TBR, and I'm just looking forward to all of these books, and I have a lot, but I really have picked up the speed with my reading this month because I had such a slumpy September, and I'm just, liking everything that I'm reading. So without further ado, my October TBR. And the first, I will link down below my Victober TBR, and that in case you missed that video, it is Victorian October reading month, and I am hosting along with Katie over at Books and Things, Alicia at Ex Libre, Yamini at The Skeptical Reader, and Ange at Beyond the Pages. So I'm very, very honored to be hosting with these lovely ladies, and we are just spreading the Victorian literature love all around the booktube world, and really excited to do that. But I did add several more to my Victober TBR, and the first is The Sign of Four by Arthur Conan Doyle. This is a Sherlock Holmes novel. I'm not the biggest fan of Sherlock Holmes as far as mysteries go, but it is very atmospheric, it's very mysterious and fun for October, and I got the audiobook, and the audiobook seems like definitely less of a commitment, so I'm more up for that. And then I also added The Light That Failed by Rudyard Kipling. This is about a soldier who comes home and he has lost his vision, and just how he deals with that and how his family deals with that. So it sounds really interesting, and I'll talk more about this in my Victorian literature tag. And it's just underrated and I had forgotten about it, but I already have so many books lined up for Victober. I don't know what will happen, but I'm adding it in the hopes that I might get to it. The next one that I have to talk about is Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier, and I will be doing this as a buddy read with Lauren over at Burnt Fiction, Kate at the novel Nomad, Stephanie from That's What She Read, and Olive over at A Book Olive. So I have a really awesome group of ladies to read it with, and I know this is one that, like, it seems like something I would have read. I read My Cousin Rachel by Daphne du Maurier and I absolutely loved it. I've been wanting to read this whole year, but I saved it for the month of October. It's very atmospheric and gothic. It's about a woman who marries a man who's been married before, and just things are very mysterious at his house. So it's very gothic feeling, and I'm so looking forward to trying this out with all the other ladies. And then a buddy read that I am currently in the middle of now, a few days into October, is Brideshead Revisited by Evelyn Waugh, and I'm doing this as a buddy read with Hilary from yrrobotfriend and Olive from A Book Olive. And this is one that Evelyn Waugh is an author I've wanted to try for a while, and this is set, I'm pretty sure it's the Edwardian era. I know it's definitely like the aristocracy of England and those families, and kind of examining the effect that has on the children in those families, and I really like what I have read. It was a little bit slow going, but enjoying it more. The next that I don't know if I'll fit this in, but as you know, I just like to have hopeful TBRs, is the third in the Kristin Lavransdatter series, and I think this would be a good month to kind of conclude it. And it was the last one was just so rough and just tore me up inside, and I just needed a breather from it. So definitely sometime this autumn I want to finish the Kristin Lavransdatter set, and this is the cross where there's going to be redemption and kind of seeing Kristin's life hopefully take a turn for the better. So that is one that I have added. Another buddy read I will be doing is The Red Herring Without Mustard, and Kate from the novel Nomad, my mystery buddy, is going to be reading this with me, and we want to have this read so then when December rolls around there is a Christmas Flavia de Luce. So it just combines Christmas and mysteries, and it's a period setting, so I can't ask for more, and I'm really looking forward to this. Then several books that I did not finish in September, so kind of a little bit of housekeeping with my book reading, and the first is Anne's House of Dreams by Ellen Montgomery, and I am, I think, maybe 60 pages into this, So this would be a nice relaxing reading if I need kind of a breather in between all my Victorian classics. The next is Quartet in Autumn by Barbara Pym. This has been such a joy to read and so cozy. And it's just about these 4 middle-aged people and what happens to them in their retirement years, and they all work together in an office. I really don't have much left. I think I have 70 pages left, so this would be something I could finish in an afternoon, no problem. The next is The Blue Girl by Lori Foos. This is magical realism about a very mysterious girl who turned blue during what looked to be an accident, and she can taste secrets in pies, and it's just very mysterious, and I was kind of craving some magical realism, so this is definitely doing it, and the writing is just really, it packs a punch. So looking forward to continuing on with this, and I am about halfway through this, so that wouldn't be hard to do. Then I'm very excited to take place in Krystal Lynn's Shakesalong read-along she's doing. She's going to be doing a Shakespeare a month and then doing, I think, kind of an analytical video on it, but she just wants everyone to love Shakespeare more because she loves him so much, and the first one she said was Macbeth, and she picked that for October. My October was already crammed, but I couldn't resist the chance to read Macbeth along with a bunch of other awesome people. So I want to read this, and I think it'll be great for October. I read it, but it did not, I don't know how much I like processed it in high school. I'll be rereading this, and I'm like pulling out all the stops because I got this edition from the library that is original Shakespeare text on one side and then the modern text on the other side. So that will really help me because I really want to process and take it in. I think Shakespeare is just so worth everyone's time. He's so iconic, and just our culture is inundated. I just hear him referenced a lot, and I think I would understand a lot more references the more I read him. And then in addition to that, I realized on Overdrive that my library has 12 of Shakespeare's plays acted out by the BBC Shakespeare Company or something like that. And I just thought that would be a great way to read along, and because these are meant to be seen performed, not just read. So I think maybe that would be the next best thing, to actually see it being performed. And Macbeth is the story of a couple, and I think kind of their demise. And Lady Macbeth is just a very, very notorious character. So just awesome for October, and can't wait to read along. And then I have The Heart of the Family by Elizabeth Gouge. This series, I have been putting off finishing this. It's so good. But I went ahead and I bought Towers in the Mist, also by her, so I have that as backup when I finish this. And this is just the third in the Elliott family trilogy, and it's just cozy, but the writing is so beautiful, and I really, really love it. I love Elizabeth Gouge. She has quickly become one of my favorite authors. Then I did as a buddy read with Becky from Becky Ford. Yes, that's her channel name. And it was so fun, but I still have not finished September by Rosamund Pilcher, and I wanted to finish it in September because of the name. But this, I think, is going to be my favorite Rosamund Pilcher. I think I have a new favorite Rosamund Pilcher, and oh, it's so good. And it's in Scotland, and I only have 339. I have 130 pages left. So I really don't have much of this left, and I would love to finish this. You can see I have a lot of reading that I didn't finish in the month of September. That speaks to what kind of a reading month I had in September. Then finally on Overdrive, it arrived, Bury Your Dead by Louise Penny, and I cannot wait to finally finish this because then I wanted to continue on with the series. So this is the 6th in the Armand Gamache series, and it's definitely much of a follow-up to the previous one with a murder case that Gamache wasn't really satisfied with what the verdict was from that. So definitely want to finish that. And then The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. I am doing this as a buddy read with Sarai from Sarai Talks Books, and I only have 2 chapters left of this, and I'm kind of underwhelmed, I'm not gonna lie. So more on this when I actually finish it. But I've been doing the audiobook, pairing it with audiobook, so it's really not hard to get through. It's a very short book. Then, let's see, I have them all written down here. I have several audiobooks to get through, and I wanted to do like lots of Victorian audiobooks, but then ones that I had reserved for a long time in Overdrive have finally come in, including The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. This is a YA series. I think a fantasy series, you could call it. And I'm already halfway through The Raven Boys and I'm really, really enjoying it. So I'm kind of like marathoning through that so then I can make time for more Victorian audiobooks. And yeah, I think it's a really good time of year for it, and I'm looking forward to getting, I think this season, when the weather gets cooler, I really want to read some more fantasy. So YA to me is less intimidating as far as fantasy goes, so I definitely am excited about that. And then I started but didn't finish Agatha Raisin and the Vicious Vet. That's the second in the Agatha Raisin series. Then by Henning Mankell, who is a Swedish mystery author, and it's Faceless Killers. So I want to finish that, and it's been really excellent so far. Really intense, but I kind of was expecting that. And then I'm also waiting to come in Birds of a Feather. This is the second in the Maisie Dobbs series, and I'm really happy that all of the Maisie Dobbs audiobooks are available on Overdrive to me. So I think I'll definitely be doing most of them as audiobooks because I really enjoyed the narrator. So that is my very big TBR. I hope you guys are excited about your October reading, and I will see you for another video soon.